Hi and welcome to Waratah TV presented by Molten. I'm Tim Wheeling, hosting this week for Keenan, who's still on holidays. We are here, it's finals time. We are now 1 week away from Maitland and it was do or die this week in the knockout stages. Whoever won books their ticket to Maitland this weekend. So let's get to it and look at the results. The first round of the knockout finals in the Championship Men's saw the Bankstown Bruins host the Central Coast Crusaders in the Bruins' lair. In a result we didn't see coming, the Crusaders brought their A game to knock off the Bruins for a ticket to the finals. Mitch Ritter and Callum Jenkins stepping up to the task, both securing double-doubles and levelling up on 17 points. The Central Coast will face one more hurdle before making it to the big dance. It'll now be the North Bears they're taking on in the semi-finals. The Manly Sea Eagles made the trip to the Brick Pit and they left with the wind in their wings after defeating the Hornsby Spiders. The Spiders' Josh Chapman took charge for his side, but it wasn't enough to compete with the youngster Abe Bolgen and the seasoned vet Steph Belinsky guiding their side to a ticket to Maitland. The Manly Sea Eagles now have a tough task taking on the minor premiers, the Sydney Comet, in the first round finals at Maitland. While the Championship men couldn't do it for Bankstown, the Div 1 men proved they were certainly up to the task. The minor premiers took down the Coffs Harbour Suns at the Bruins' lair. Brett Foster and Luke Davies were up to their usual best, combining for 44 points. While the Shoalhaven Tigers came close, but not close enough to defeat the Canberra Gunners. The Gunners are seasoned campaigners, making it back-to-back finals appearances. Tristan Scotcher and Jaren Fedwick both proved vital this weekend, levelling up on 23 points and seeing the side advance to finals. For the Hills Hornets, it's always been the St George Saints who have been the one team standing in their way from making it to finals weekend. Last year they needed the Saints to lose to advance, while this year they needed to defeat them to make it to Maitland. Darnell Brown getting the job done for the Saints, and the fairy tale for Hills has been put back into the box for another year. And taking the last spot in Div 1 men's will be the Tamworth Thunderbolts, who have been in the top two all season. The side will be making back-to-back finals appearances. We knew the Division 1 Youth League men quarterfinals would be close, and if the scorelines are anything to go by, we are in for a treat this coming weekend. We can't wait to see what the Sea Eagles can produce come Maitland after defeating the North Bears in an absolute nail-biter. In a relatively low-scoring affair, it was only 1 point that the Sea Eagles needed to advance to the semis, where they'll meet the Sydney Comets. Joining the Sea Eagles this year will be the Blacktown Storm, who defeated the Finals Hosts Association over the weekend. McQuetch was too big, too strong, and frankly just unstoppable, knocking down 47 points. The Storm will be making a well-awaited appearance at finals weekend, where they'll meet their match in the minor premiers, the Central Coast Crusaders. The reigning premiers in the Division 1 Youth League women, the Penrith Panthers, will be back to retain their title after sealing their place in the semi-finals. The Panthers defeated the North Bears at the Den in what was a close one. Chloe Bloom and Meg Jefferson were the game's top performers and will be instrumental as they face Manly on Friday night. While in an even closer battle, the Illawarra Hawks were able to snatch a 1-point victory to make their way to a well-awaited finals appearance after re-entering into the competition this year. The Hawks starting five all hitting double figures and will face the minor premiers in Maitland this week. The Sydney Comets will be present in the numbers at finals weekend, with all their senior league teams making it to the big dance. Their Division 2 Youth League men's side were able to defeat the Magic at home, which will see the side face the minor premiers, the Newcastle Hunters. While after a late season slump, the Bathurst Gold Miners were able to defeat the St George Saints for the last ticket to Maitland. Matt Gray once again making light work of the visiting Saints, with the rest of the Gold Miners starting five all hitting double digits. We now know the teams, we know the location, so make sure you get your tickets and don't miss out on what's going to be the biggest weekend of basketball for the New South Wales calendar. It's finals time and it doesn't get any better than this. Make sure you get to Maitland to support your team and hopefully they bring back the championship for you. I'm Tim Wheeling and thanks for watching Waratah TV.